Hey guys, welcome back. We got another episode of the King's Indian Speedrun. We're starting where we left off at 1400 and we're going all the way up to 1500 today. Enjoy. And see if we start with the white or black pieces. White pieces, all right. We might need a refresh. Right, the French, we need to generally be going knight d2 very quickly. We don't want to allow the queen trade to happen. This setup should be very familiar. And this setup right here is very common because it happens against the Sicilian and against the French. So I think this system that we have right here is going to be one of the most common that we see in the entire opening. And the way that we've been playing it thus far, I think it is a little bit different when it comes to this position. So let's see what he goes for. Castles, and it's just a little odd that he's gone knight here, but normally if he castled here, I would play pawn there and then play rook there. So what we're getting here is an exact transposition, and I have other options, but I'm definitely going to be playing this because this is the position that I expect that I'll have to talk about a lot during this speed run. And this is one that is definitely a little bit different to some of the other King's Indian, like the way that we've been playing the King's Indian so far with h3 and f4. So this is a very specific setup, and yeah, like I said, it'll work against the this setup right here, which is French, Sicilian. You can get it a lot of different ways. All right, so he's immediately gone for f6, which is a pretty direct way of playing. There's not really any way I can support the pawn, so I'm definitely going to be taking that. Whoa, 50 gifted subs from AB Shakespeare. Talk about someone excited that Yasser's having butter chicken. Go AB Shakespeare. Butter chicken, easily my favorite dish in terms of Indian cuisine, and I grew up having a lot of Indian foods. Very tasty. Thank you to AB. There should be some thank yous in the chat as well if you just got a gifted sub. Thanks to that man. Knight takes f6. Okay, so pawn cannot get to e5 at the moment. We have things like queen e2 to add pressure, knight e5 to add pressure. The pawn on e6 is a little bit weak. I think about moves like bishop to h3, right, to also hit that pawn. But in terms of queen e2, bishop h3, all these moves look pretty tempting. I'm going to start with this. Wow, e5. That's a pretty impressive move. I'm just going to have to take it and go for it. Because I remember, ages ago, I'm pretty sure I used to play this. So this is a blast from the past for me. Okay, let's get this rook out of dodge. Rook e1 looks fine. Rook e2 actually allows knight g4, whereas rook e1 seems to avoid it, keeping it protected for now. I think I need to play king up and then knight over. This is a position that is going to need some work, that's for sure. Queen e2 looks like a reasonable try. I want to play queen e6 really badly. And yeah, I do want to kick the knight out at some point with that move. Here I figured, you know what? Let's take it. Oh my goodness. I can't take it. I have to play this. I was going to take this rook. Uh-oh. We're going to have to play this move. I was actually going to play this move, which would have been worse. It's better to realize it, because this is a force mate. Although I guess I would go here, still get force mated. So we're gonna have to play this, and after d4, h3. Do we live to fight another day? I think we do. Question mark? Yeah, we saw it too late. But again, remember what I was telling you guys here? I was ready to dive into some deep explanations. I was actually pretty excited that we finally saw this opening. But the way my opponent's playing with e5, I could already tell you that he's a serious player. He gave up a pawn willingly, and he didn't miss a beat. Yeah, and now knight takes e3. We're dealing with a heavy hitter here, guys. A heavy hitter. How can one even play this game? How do I even play this game? We have 30 seconds, and we're against easily the strongest player we've met in this speed run. This is there's not even a move. There's not even a move. I'm gonna move my king because I feel like this is a little kind of too easy. Just slapped around. This is a stomp, as they say. Man, I don't even have a... Oh my god, do you see this move by him? This is absolutely disgusting. If he did that... Oh no, this is gross. Hang on a sec. We need to really make a comeback here. No. E2 at the end of all that is just filthy what I'm dealing with here. The conversion from this guy is just disgusting. Bishop f2 and e2 there really put me out. Really put me out. Oh man, this is a stomp. But I feel like the game is now at its most competitive state. You know what I mean? The scheme now feels highly competitive. Very, very competitive. We need a king on e8. King on e8. Yes, take my pawn. Take my pawn. King on e8, guys. We have hope here. He's gonna sack his queen for my pawn. We have a dream. Yes! Yes! We did it! I told you, I had a dream. I had a dream. You can never, ever take your stick off the ice. Ever in chess. You have to always keep your stick on the ice. It might have looked dead to the average viewer, but here, white maintains strong drawing chances. Strong drawing chances. I've never ever felt more excited to add something to the draw column. Never in my life have I been happier. Start to finish, AB, he had me dead to rights. E5. This is a this is a serious move. No, this is rough stuff. This is also a completely filthy move that he did. Should have played here. Would have done the same thing though. He's always playing E2. Man, some serious stuff from the guy. But as long as you keep the stick on the ice, there is a hope. There we go. You wonder if he thought that I was cheating and that this felt justified. Well, there's no chance. Look at the game that I played. There's no way you could bust me for cheating. Look how bad it was. It was lower than 1400 quality. I'm safe here. Can't get me. All right. Finally got to win with the white pieces. Let's see if we can go again. Remember with this, we usually want to play move d3 and then knight d2. And he played this move pretty quickly. He's playing all his moves pretty quickly. All right, geez. Somebody slow this cat down. I think that after the move knight h7, we could probably admit that knight h4 is not the move. We're going to lose a pawn there. Certainly not worth it. I'm going to continue with knight c4. This is still a fine setup to have, so it doesn't really matter what black might do. Like, getting this setup is exactly what we need. It goes a6. If he wanted to play b5, he could have just played it. So to me, the move a6 is a little bit superfluous. And after I play here, you don't want to play f5. Because now what's going to happen is it's essentially like trading bishop for knight, which is great for me. Don't forget that that's exactly what I wanted to do from this game. So I'm going to play that c3 move, take squares away from the knight. Thinking about queen e2. And when I see a move like this, my first instinct is actually not to capture it. It might feel very natural to capture on g5, but I look at this position and I think that that knight on g5 is not very well placed. I'm going to play knight h4. Take some squares of my own. And he's got to be very careful where he places his pieces now. There's going to be a lot of light squares. Look at his pawns. All dark square pawns. I've got a light square bishop, right? Bishop d5. It doesn't take a lot to go wrong here. But this is just what's going to happen. If you get your opponent's light square bishop and you're playing this King's Indian attack opening, this guy's just going to be a monster. That's just the truth. Now I could take, but the knight's going to take back. Instead, bishop takes here looks much better. Because now I'm threatening to win an entire rook. Okay. He would win a pawn after this, which is still amazing for me. Still totally worth it. Knight g6 and then bishop takes is another option. Trying to decide which one's best at the moment. Honestly, just a simple bishop takes f7 looks like it should be good enough. Knight g6, bishop f7, queen f6, right? Queen f6, and then what do? I've got a bishop and a knight hanging. So if I've got a bishop and a knight hanging there, I have to find a way right now to be able to save those pieces. Otherwise, knight g6 is actually not going to be worth it. It's going to lose me material. Whereas I've got the free rook right in front of me. Right, so I'm going to cash in the free rook. I'm saying, dude, can't go wrong taking a free rook. Bring the queen where, though? I've got a knight here, a bishop there. Black plays here. Where am I bringing my queen? I can't bring it here. This doesn't even guard the bishop, only protects the knight. So that looks like a case where it would just be you being too fancy, because here I'm up an entire rook. In that position, I might lose one of my pieces, and then I wouldn't be up a whole rook. I'd just have a rook for a piece. Yeah, full pint, that would be good, but remember there's also king takes knight. So, while it's a decent idea, it's not a foolproof plan. Yeah, Ilya, queen f3 doesn't work, it just hangs your queen, unfortunately. So let's bring the rook over. And if knight here, then we can even go f4. d4. I think it's d4 time. Was it a free b7 pawn? Well, you guys got to think about counterplay. Right? I've got 2 rooks, a bishop, and a queen. He's got 1 rook, a knight, and a queen. So if I take this, he moves his rook there. Let's say I go back. He takes here. All of a sudden, his rook is down here, making way more threats than both my rooks combined. And bishop takes again, allowing the rook down there is the same thing. The rook's active. You could say I won a pawn, but remember, you're up a rook. When you're up a rook, you don't need to be winning a pawn. You've already got a rook. A rook is enough to win the game. By trying to be greedy and going for something that's more than that, trying to win a rook and then also win a pawn, 9 times out of 10 in a chess game, you're just going to allow your opponent counterplay. It's going to get trickier to win. If you've got enough material to win the game, then you don't need to make fancy moves. That's a free queen. Now, if the position was even, let's say my opponent and I had the exact same material, I would give way more consideration to taking that. 100% I would. But when you're up material, you don't need even more. If you've got enough material that you're confident that you can win the game, then you don't need to be greedy for more. GG, Batman. Put it in the win column. Well, I think it should be a lesson for sure that, or a reminder. A lesson for black, a reminder for us. If you can ever get your opponent's light squared bishop, oh baby, that's a great thing. That is a great thing. You'll usually have a lot of success. This bishop is just going to be so strong the rest of the game. All right, but yeah, these King's Indian positions, especially when you're playing against e5, c5, this kind of stuff, that guy is public enemy number 1. We're up against our buddy from Turkey here. Let's play g6. No. What are you setting up here? Pay fun? So I've done this a few times so far, and I keep saying that, you know, oh yeah, knight takes e4 and d5 is, I mean, generally white keeps allowing it. It's not like a winning tactic or anything, but white does keep allowing it in these kind of structures, and I think it's to be avoided. I'm going to keep playing it just because I think it's a nice way for black to simplify, and you know, this bishop becomes quite strong in these positions. And you really should be playing this, but instead I often just get the light squared bishop like this. which is great. This is a this is already a good sign. Let's bring this queen over here, maybe? Where do you want to put it? Here, d5, rook d8. Yeah, let's put it on h5. I feel like we want to go rook d8. It'd be great if I could bring that rook to d8, but you can see my plan is to play bishop g4. Well, he traded the bishop for a pawn because I took a pawn, so he wanted to get one back. I think bishop d3 would have been better, but you can see the idea, it makes sense. Knight b4 here threatens this pawn in a pretty serious way. Because I'm threatening, let's say, bishop takes c3, and then knight takes d5. And honestly, that looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. I think we're gonna go for that one instead of rook d8, which I was thinking about. Thank you, Foniki. Ooh, okay. He's going for some greedy stuff here. Well, I was trying to put pressure on that pawn down there, so I think I'll continue. The bishops look very, very, very strong here. That, something feels wrong about that. Let's start by taking the queen, which is the only defender of that knight. And then we'll take that knight. Keep in mind, after c3, we have a number of ways to keep our pieces. There's knight d5, bishop c5, bishop f6, knight c2. I have, you know, I have a lot of moves to keep material here. It's really up to me. Let's go for this one. Oh, we got Eric. Eric might be even typing from the gym right now. Just getting a quick pump on for the boys. Song request from the gym. Oh, well, this is going to be a great song request, Eric, because I can already see that it's in my liked songs. Big fan, brah. It means I definitely heard it before. Let's take this. That's always a good feeling. It happens sometimes when the chat gives a song request and I see it's already in my liked songs. I know I'm gonna like the song and you guys have song requested it. So it's just a win-win. Okay, rook's on open files. Keep it simple. Manor Monkey, are you also at the gym right now, sir? Man, you guys are really obsessed with pawns. Once again, dude, bishop takes and takes here. This is one pawn. This is so irrelevant. You guys miss tactics that hang free pieces. You guys get back rank checkmated. And you guys are talking to me about free pawns. I'm up a rook here. An entire rook. That's the most irrelevant pawn I've ever seen. You guys like get mated in 5 moves. Focus on that, man. You guys gotta work on so much in your chest. Not talking about free pawns when you're up a rook. Why don't you try to play a game without a blunder and then come talk to me, pal? Seriously, when you're up a rook, don't be looking at the small stuff. Look at the big picture. Big picture, players. Big picture, please. As long as you don't blunder a full piece when you're up a rook, I promise you, you'll win the game. Like, it's just much better to think of things that way. Let's go f6. First time chatter. Damn, I do blunder every game. It's just how it is, man. People aren't ready to have that conversation, you know? Yep, we get a little bit of volume on the tune here. Knight e4, knight f4, knight takes f6 check, king f7, knight back to e4, rook g2 mate. Another free pawn for the chat. Yep. That's you guys. All you guys talking about the free pawn are the ones that just got styled on. The same people that wanted me to take that free pawn would probably have taken that free pawn. I know it. I know it. GG. Honestly, pretty solid game. White keeps allowing this. I don't think it's like a winning tactic or anything, but certainly white playing with the two bishops is not often very good. Bishop back here and like this makes a bit more sense. Let's keep going. We're actually gonna get a King's Indian, right? A pure one. Nope. Not quite. Now, I've been talking about how important it is to get the dark squared bishop if I'm fianchettoing my dark squared bishop. And my opponent has just done that for me. I've got it. This should already be a fantastic start. Now what's going on here with this? D5. Aren't you in trouble here, dude? Aren't you in trouble here, dude? Isn't this just a pawn for me? Okay. Well, this was an opening success. Which one? Not sure. Take with the bishop. Guess he wants to play this, but it's a very, very aggressive move. Let's bring that guy back this way. I know it's tempting there, but I like aiming at the king here. He seems like a guy who could definitely get mated. I just sense that. I sense the weakness. Okay, we'll start with the queen here. Gotta be knight f3. Whoa, okay, that is definitely some weaknesses now, that's for sure. Let's attack this, but really I just want to get developed and double my rooks. F5 should never concern you because it's not really that serious of a move. It'll get mated every time. The knight going to the wrong side of the board, in my opinion. I'm looking at this. Does it work? You guys all want to play bishop takes h3. I know it. All of you want to play it for no reason at all. I know you do. You just won't rest until bishop 8. I know it's on your mind. It's all you're thinking about. No one here is thinking, oh yeah, I just want to play, you know, nice little bishop d7, bring the pieces over. No, no one's thinking that. Everyone's just thinking full steam ahead. And we're going to show exactly why patience is the most valuable. Patience, guys. Very important here. bishop d7, and simply rook e8. Now, for example, if I do this, well, I could bring my other rook into e3. And that would actually be a pretty serious follow-up to a move like that. So now it might make just a little bit more sense, right? I've improved my chances here by bringing this rook in. Hamadan, I think if you saw the game, you would agree that it was generous of them to give me a draw. Definitely generous of them. Exactly. You lack discipline. South Park episode. Okay. Where's the win? Where is my win? Queen g4 looks, you know, pretty good. I think it's got to be queen g4. So let's do it. Queen e6 into g4. We can expect something like this, which will walk right into it. And it helps to make a threat. Oh, dude, you're not supposed to be playing good moves like that. Check. Check to you, bro. Whoa, okay, I didn't expect that one. Didn't expect that one. Gotta be honest. Well, I think the only way to recover now is to make sure we mate with the bishop. Somehow we gotta work this bishop in there. Okay. Well, that's definitely gonna be taken. Rook h2, pretty good alternative though, I gotta say. I mean, this is a pretty reasonable one, right? Like jack, jack. I think this is decent, you know. Jack. And then, you know, just this move for no reason at all. Just kind of like just throw in some more material so that our win looks more impressive. Because now that I'm down, you know, 2 rooks and a piece, this looks brilliant. We're down 2 rooks and a piece. Whoa. Unreal. A lot of good mates there, though. I think rook h2 was also available after queen e6. Something like this. So there were a few nice ones, but not made in 1, but made in 2, of course. Look for better. So this is a kind of choose your own adventure. There was a lot of good stuff, but you guys would have played bishop takes h3 and squandered it. Just bishop d7, dude. Get that rook over, open file, then you've got every single piece working for you, and the tactics are gonna play themselves. Truly are. All right. What is this this opening? So far, every time I've seen this opening played, it's lost almost immediately. Usually white ends up losing a piece in this line. Like the rook goes to e8, and you know white's just not equipped to deal with this very, very quick rook e8 move hitting the pawn. All right, Mark G. Let's go. d3, the move that no one expects. Okay, h3, king h2. Well, we could even wait for that move until next one, like something like c3, for example. Queen d7, and then king h2. We want to make this move anyway. Knight h4. Oh, what is that move? So I was saying in my head, wow, my opponent's doing a good job. He played h6, so now he can play this, right? And there's no knight g5 to win the bishop. And then they go here, and he lets me play knight g5, winning the bishop. This is great. I'm certainly happy to take that. You know, the other thing that has been very successful for me is I always end up winning, not always, but damn near always end up winning this bishop, right? This is the way that that bishop gets trapped, but it just so happens to be the case that, you know, a move like a4, they sometimes forget what I'm up to. I hope that that's the case here. And he's played h4, sort of like, oh, what's that move? Oh, forget that, that does nothing. Yeah, let's calculate here. Takes, everybody's over here. You know, and then he's thinking, oh, the knight's there though. Okay, maybe knight h7, get rid of that. Right? And it works. Every time. Just every time. You just play a4. Now, a lot of you noobs in the chat would play b4 because it attacks the bishop. And then after the bishop moves, you play a4. And then the guy would see those two pawns and he would see a5 coming. He'd be like, oh, well, damn. And he'd play a6. And you wouldn't win a bishop. But if you play a4 first, he's like, dude, what are those moves? I don't even see what you're up to. And he doesn't notice until it's too late. And now it's too late. e6, eh? Maybe rook a6, queen a4 here. No, I think I'll just keep the rook all the way back. So don't play the obvious move that just threatens the piece. Play the move that's going to threaten the piece. That'll work pretty nicely. All right, back over here to this side of the board. We certainly did well on the other side. I mean, we won material. That's the ultimate thing you can do in chess. Let's bring our other knight over. Takes, we're gonna take back with the pawn. But also we can start just trading pieces. The reason I haven't played knight takes bishop is I don't have to. That bishop is not going anywhere, right? So I can take it whenever I want to. At the moment, taking it, maybe it opens the f-file. He might want that for something. So I'm just gonna delay it as long as possible. It's the same thing, like sometimes people go knight c7 and they fork, let's say 2 rooks. And then black makes a move like this, and white takes the knight from c7 and captures one of the rooks. Now, if you're forking 2 of your opponent's pieces, what you want them to do is move one of them, then you take the rook, and then they move the same piece again to capture it back. So it's the same concept. Like here, I don't need to be capturing this bishop unless it gives me something that I want immediately, right? Unless it immediately changes the position in a favorable way, there's no need to rush this. As soon as he makes a move like this, where the bishop might escape, yeah, okay, then I might take it. Like this. Now I'll take it. But if I had taken it way back here, then he could have played pawn takes, bishop takes. He wouldn't have to make this stupid knight move and that stupid pawn move just to make me do a move that I wanted to do anyway. As a result, okay, I get the bishop all the same. But he's wasted like a bunch of moves. His knight is now trapped, by the way. King f7. Well, in positions like this, it's usually the best thing to just try to get the position completely wide open. So d4, first move that comes to mind. Yeah, remember, this bishop is a princess. It only moves if it's winning material or delivering checkmate. You know, it doesn't like to move for anything else. Oh, this looks like maybe a good example. Spring to life, and I believe we're going to be winning material here. Material will only be won. Throw in some e5. Yeah. So at this point, I could lose all these pawns. It wouldn't matter. The position is getting open, and that's all we need. That's all we need. Do we want this check or even just take that rook? A lot of nice options here. But yeah, we got a whole rook hanging. I think we'll keep this on for now. And Queen f3 looks pretty tempting. Just because it offers to trade queens and threatens the rook. And it also threatens the knight on f6. Seems to get the job done. Oh, trades we like. We like those. We like trades. Rook c6. And I think bishop f6, even though it corrects his pawns, you have to remember, like, I am up a full rook. So it should really be enough. One, two, and three. Here we should probably play b5. Well, this one, I think we're gonna slowly work him to the back rank here. Oh, that's a move, I guess. I thought he was gonna play here. He's letting me mate him, yay! All right, GG. He's letting me checkmate him on the back rank. Nice guy. He let me checkmate him on my back rank. It's even better. But this game was once again very one-sided. Just out of the opening. Honestly, the e4, e5 positions that we're getting are working extremely well. You've seen, number one, people sometimes don't play h6 and they lose their light squared bishop, or they play h6, h5. But how many times have I won a piece with just a4 here? This is like a guaranteed piece. Not b4. Because then you go here and they're like, oh, that's pretty scary. I should go, you know, and they stop you. Still good position for white, but a4 just accomplishes the same thing, but comes with a pretty serious threat. d5. Okay. Knight f3. Oh, great timing. Hey, bud.
Hey, am I
Are you free for a game?
I am free for a game.
I'm just gonna play the first move so that I force you into the lines that we've been playing.
Okay.
Yeah, the buff lads are in the back. Exactly. Thank you, JC Digital Girl and Jason York. All right. So we pretty much got the setup here.
Okay.
We'll do a hand and brain.
Sure.
For this game against that Young Gay.
Oh, Young Gay.
Yeah. Against Young Gay. And see if we can handle him here.
Am I the brain or hand?
You're the brain.
Pawn. Pawn. Yeah.
Taking that as well, yeah. Just trying to keep the pieces on the board against Young Gay here.
Pawn, please.
I think you stepped in at a great time. I think based on the attire you're wearing, Young Gay might be a little distracted.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I
Manner
think,
Monkey says it's interesting what I'm wearing. What is he implying? Let's do pawn. I'm liking this. Let's go. Knight.
Oh, exactly, Jason York. Yeah, you can see he's really taking up some real estate on cam here.
Let's do bishop. And then let's go queen.
Something that our buddy here might not be able to handle.
I wouldn't give away our bishop lightly.
Right.
But we got some ideas.
Exactly, Tricky Trimmer. You guys think it's tough for you? What about me?
Let's go knight.
I think we should create a position where he's going to make some blunders.
Yep.
We'll jump in there, vice versa, exactly. You got to work on your notation, buddy. Knight e6.
Actually, we just missed WrestleMania. Did you catch any of the highlights?
No, but I knew we missed it as well because it was showing up on 5TV or something. WrestleMania.
I think your buddy Brock was headlining, but Pat McAfee was there. They had a bunch of special guests. It was a big event.
That's
I know
exciting.
some people who attend those. It's a good time.
Hello, Canadian rock fan.
Let's go bishop. Sure. This is rated, right? This counts.
It's all. It's gonna go on the spreadsheet. Yep.
Part of the speed run.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can tell who's got the headphones on right now. My head's bobbing and Eric's just focused on young Gay here.
Yep.
Giving him the full attention.
Let's go bishop again. I knew that would get you to laugh.
Task oriented.
Pawn. Let's go. Oh, this is tempting. Let's do bishop.
Sometimes you gotta cash in. That's correct, actually, Canadian Rock fan. Very good comment by you.
Let's do knight. Yeah. Just get all the pieces in. How's everyone doing?
I think there's some names you haven't seen, you know, Monday afternoon names. Yeah. Checking in today. Yeah, great to see.
Busy bees. Let's go knight. I think we have to. They're attacking our knight there. We gotta do something about it. Hey, Redson. Hey, Spudge. It's gonna be queen.
Looks like the intel just came in and it's queen.
Yes.
Yeah. Ding dong.
There we go. That was a good timing.
There you go. Very impressive. You're contractor for hire.
Are you surprised Youngay allowed an early mate?
No, not surprised that Youngay allowed a quick finish. Quick finish, quick penetration from two guys here.
Okay.
Definitely something I was expecting.
That was good. I'm around.
That's great. You're for hire.
I'm task oriented, as your friend Mannered Monkey said. So if there's a task, just let me know, and I'll keep the.
You might have to keep lifting in the background to keep the pump going.
I'll keep the pump going. That's right.
Great. Well, I'll let you know if there's any guys available.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. I'll be around.
All right, guys, we actually got it. We got a higher rated opponent, which means we are gonna hit 1500 on the dot right now if we can secure this game. 1500 on the dot. This is an all important one right now. Okay, question. Where is your bishop going? Let's ask the important question. Okay, bishop there, but maybe I can get the move e5 in. And I think this is somewhat of an achievement for me, you know. Knight c6, something like this. Okay, so I wonder what he's gonna do against my next move. Takes and knight g4. He's queen g7. Maybe I go queen f6 and we don't get mated. Honestly, I think you guys probably want to see me castle. So I think I'm in a castle. But what would I do? I would take and go knight g4 and queen here. That's what I would do. But you guys want to see, hey, how do I not get checkmated, dude? Right? Every time I play this opening, I get mated. Well, let me show you why that doesn't happen. You castle, then they hang their bishop, and you win the game. Very easy. So you guys have nothing to worry about. Ever. For the rest of your lives. You'll be fine. This could be you. You could be enjoying this great position.
Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's still in the frame there, Chief. Yeah, actually, why don't you just hold it up, just right there, and it'll be great. Yeah. Just hold that one right up there. There we go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Actually, yeah, we might need Eric to just stand right in front of it there for a sec. Might need you to just hold that pose for us. Yeah, don't worry. We're back. Just had to do the old off-on technique. All right. This isn't really a threat, so we don't have to move that. He's got to move 2 pieces before this is even a threat. However, wondering how to proceed here. Bishop here might be a good move. Bishop here and knight there. You know, I trade some pieces, but I'm not too impressed by that. Not too impressed. I think I'm going to move this guy. At the end of the day, we want to reroute it. Make some real threats here. Yeah, bishop g4 it doesn't impress me too much. I'm going to reroute, bring my bishop to g4 like that, and then hopefully target this pawn. Yeah, honestly, matter tatter. I think he did. Whoa. Whoa, dude. Dude. That's a big time move from the guy. Let's continue our plan. Something tells me at some point in this game this might still happen. Okay, so this pawn is, you know, hanging, let's say. Bishop g4, trading some pieces. This also looks good. Be nice to get some pieces off the board, so we're going to do that. Followed by the invasion, knight d4. Oh, is he allowing more trades? No. It's my lucky day, dude. All these trades are giving me exactly what I want. Let's even trade this one off. Now I'm the only guy with a minor piece left on the board. Sweet. There is not Orbis, but we have an affiliate link for chess.com. That's where we got one. F5, D5. I mean, it looks like all roads lead to Rome here. He's gonna go h4, h5 and take, but that's about it. You know, he needs to do h4, he needs to do h5, he needs to take, then he needs to play queen h3, and then he'll have one threat, a single threat. That's about it. Just one. Let's go c6. The thing is, you just know in these positions that the maximum that can happen is something to the h file, but like, I mean, he's so thirsty for it, then knight f2 just happens. Move like this, well, I can even play queen takes g5, for example. Knight takes g5. So I'm the one that actually benefits from this h file stuff, not white. Even though it looks scary, it looks like he's the one doing stuff, it actually helps me. Everything's hanging here. Queen's hanging as well. And for example, something like queen takes f4 would immediately trade the queens, but I don't even need to do that. Rook takes f4, and we'll even get a checkmate here. We'll take it. That's 1500. Smooth. 1500. It looks good. It looks solid. On the dot, I know. We've actually got on the dot ratings a few times so far. Just luck. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do so right here. And don't forget to click that bell and turn the post notifications on. And if you're looking for more of the King's Indian speedrun, you can check it out right here. Thanks for watching.